Hi everybody, it's Dara, and what am I up to? I am up to dessert, raw vegan dessert, easily digestible, usable for energy instantaneously. Not only will you feel guilt-free, you will feel happy that you are doing something so gorgeous for yourself, and it's stone fruit season. So a peach cobbler is what is in order today. I have peaches and I have nectarines, and I want to make this easily digestible. There's a lot of people who use a fruit and then they use nuts as the crust or the crumble, and I've done that and it's fine. Just know that some of us are hardier in our digestive fire than others, and for those of you who have issues with digestion, then eating nuts way after you eat the fruits are a better idea. So how do I make this crumble without using nuts? And I'm going to tell you, what I'm going to use is buckwheat. And buckwheat, you can buy hulled. You want the hull has been taken off, so it's hulled. And you buy the buckwheat and you soak it for half an hour. Then you rinse it. You can do one of two things. You soak it for half an hour, and then you can put it into jars with screen lids or a mesh lid or screen lid, and you rinse and drain it. And you leave it draining for 8 hours to 12 hours, give it a rinse, drain it again, and what you're doing is sprouting. You're bringing the buckwheat to life to make it more digestible. And so the other way to do it, and the way I did this, is that I soaked the buckwheat for 8 hours and just rinsed and rinsed and rinsed. It's very mucilaginous, so it takes a lot of rinsing, which is why I highly recommend buying Living Intentions as a company that does that for us. And they sell already rinsed buckwheat and dehydrated buckwheat, and it's called or Go Raw also is another company, and it is just, you can get the plain buckwheat granola. So that's really a good way to do it. And then what I do, this is mine and I made this for a friend, it's buckwheat and it's got vanilla. After it's been rinsed and drained, I mix it in a big bowl with some sweetener, coconut nectar, your cone syrup, whatever you want to use, coconut sugar, vanilla. I actually had cut up nectarines and peaches in this and then dehydrated it. So I'm going to use this for a crust. And so this, combined with some dates, will stick it all together and give us a wonderful crust that is nut-free, and that's kind of exciting. So I'm using, these dates are Deglet Noor dates, but I prefer, I like the medjool dates, but we'll use some of these and see how they work. And you're just going to want it to stick together, so that's the idea. And then we'll see. A little bit of salt. There's already salt in my granola, but a little bit of salt makes it nice, sweet and salty. And we just blend in our food processor. If you don't have buckwheat and you don't mind having some nuts, walnuts and almonds crushed here with dates are very nice. Pecans. Okay, so it's still kind of dry and it's not sticking together as much as I'd like. So I do have some medjool dates. I think that the other ones will be fine, but no, this is the same kind. That's all right. So we'll just add some more dates. Raisins will do it. You can add raisins, will stick it together. That's always nice, a nice flavor. And this is a totally all-natural, easily digestible, raw vegan dessert. And then I will cut up the peaches and nectarines, and I'll press the crust, or no, I'm not going to press it. It's not a pie. I'm just going to serve it in a glass dish with some of the buckwheat crumble. And you know what would be really nice is if I went ahead and made hemp seed cream. A ginger vanilla cream. I might do that. And now all that is hemp seeds, a little bit of water, some ginger, and some vanilla, and then you have a cream to pour over it. It'd be delicious. Peaches and cream and a crumble. Is raw food boring or ugly or depressing? No, it's a total celebration. It's a total party. That's what I'm doing, and I'm sticking to it. Yes, it's crumbled. It's been crumbled. It's got a nice squeezable consistency that will stick together. And go ahead and taste. Sweet and flavorful. If for some reason yours needs sweetening, add some sweetener. Some coconut nectar, a little bit of maple syrup would be nice. And so, I guess I can show you my hemp cream. Measurements, that'll be all in my recipe book. I don't measure when I'm making, I measure when I have to figure out my recipes. After I've come up with a dessert that I love, then I go ahead and I measure, because I know people like measurements, but we have to get used to playing around in the kitchen ourselves. Be right back. I'll put a little salt. I'll add all my flavorings now. A little bit of salt. I have ginger powder, which is nice, and vanilla powder. It's ground vanilla bean. I found fresh ginger. So we'll take, I'm cutting the skin off, and I'm putting a little piece of ginger in, and maybe another little piece. I want it to have some flavor. Yeah, that's good. And I put in that, I'm going to put in a little vanilla powder, and then I'm going to blend it. Okay, that is definitely going to need something sweet. So, I'll tell you what, I've been getting this, and I really like it. It's Divine Organics. Instead of coconut sugar, it's a coconut paste. And I just take a tablespoon of that, and that is going to be great. A little bigger than a tablespoon. Okay, I'll cut a little bit more. I guess I'll taste it for us. And I made like 5 videos today. I'm having my dad, Herbie, come up, and he's going to, he already had the salad I made. It was so good, the tomato dressing. Wow. So see, we're using seeds, we're not using nuts. It's gorgeous. So good. And this is going to be easily digestible. So we'll put a nectarine in. That's kind of too squishy to do like that. If they're not too squishy, you can just cut them in half. And are you kidding me? Herbie's gonna be so happy. He went organic vegan 11 months ago. He looks 20 years younger. He feels fantastic. He's always happy. His thoughts are clear. All of his aches and pains are gone. So at 85, he doesn't have to be in pain. It's really quite incredible to see the benefits of this beautiful lifestyle. So I'm gonna call him up to enjoy this. So we put the crumble on top. I'm gonna take a picture for you guys to see. And that's it. Like, who wouldn't want to eat this for dessert or breakfast or dinner or lunch? And I'll pour a little bit of the cream on top. Maybe the cream and then the crumble. Yeah, that'd be better. Oops. It's okay. If you wanted the cream white, you wouldn't add so much vanilla, and you'd have to use a sweetener that wasn't, but I don't mind. It's gorgeous. So there you have a beautiful raw dessert, everybody. I will see you soon. Get your greens on, get your raw dessert on, and that's it for now.